All right, good evening and welcome to the Roller Dome here at Carrara on the beautiful city of the Gold Coast as we bring to you this evening the final QBL regular season game for the cross-promotion Gold Coast Lady Rollers and Men's Rollers teams. Tonight we'll be taking on the Toowoomba Mountaineers, who've come down the range from up in Toowoomba. And make no mistake about it, they are here to win. Give a very good account of themselves. Lady Rollers looking very good so far this season. Currently sit 6th on the QBL ladder, but it must be pointed out there is a log jam of teams all at 11-5 from numbers 3 down to 6, including the Lady Rollers. And the Toowoomba Mountaineers, the Lady Mountaineers, they sit at the bottom of the ladder with a record of 1 win and 14 losses. Lady Rollers last week took down a very, very formidable Ipswich Force team, which was a big win for them, and certainly solidified their playoff aspirations for this season. It's been an amazing season so far for the Lady Rollers. Obviously the additions of Jackie Luna Castro and Ariana Mora, two of the best female imports in the QBL, have certainly bolstered the Lady Rollers' chances, and that combined with some of the younger girls coming through, girls like Susanna Wormsley, Sarah Ambrose, Carly Patrick, you know, all these girls, Chanel Tolley, not forgetting her. And the Lady Rollers have looked very, very dangerous. And we talked about it last week on the stream. I would not want to be matching up with that green of the Lady Rollers come playoff time if you're any of the top teams. This team is very, very capable of going all the way and taking down any of the powerhouse teams in the QBL on any given night. That being said, this game tonight, even though the Mountaineers girls are 1-14, they are not to be taken lightly. They have gone down in a lot of close games, and I guarantee you they have travelled down the mountain and they are ready and raring to go to cause a ball over in the QBL tonight. Joining me in the commentary box shortly will be the one and only Sean the Truth Tilby, my commentator partner for the game, and I'm sure he's as excited as I am to see this Lady Rollers outfit take the floor for the last regular season game. And as we move into the playoffs, I definitely think these Lady Rollers can do some damage. So Till, how are you feeling tonight on this Saturday night? I've got it right this time. As we sit back for another entertaining women's QBL match, give us your thoughts, mate.
I'm excited. Definitely excited. Lady Rollers been good all year. I've enjoyed coming out to watch them play, so let's hope they can get another W tonight, finish off the season the right way, and head into the playoffs with a little wind in their sails, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. I was just alluding to the fact that there's a bit of a log jam from 3 to 6 in the ladies' ladder. All those teams, Logan Thunder, Townsville Flames, Ipswich Force, and of course not forgetting the Gold Coast Cross Promotion Lady Rollers, all sitting on 11-5, and the Mackay Meteorettes sitting at 11-6 and not out of the hunt either. So it's a bit of a log jam there at the top, and I'm surprised with that ladder too. We talked about it last week. I would have thought the Rollers would be above at least the Ipswich Force, given they've won both games against them this year, but obviously I'm not well versed in how the ladder...
How did that happen? Normally it comes back to your head-to-head, but Yeah, it shows that it's been quite a good competition this year. There are a few teams on the bottom of the ladder that don't have many wins at all, but it's testament to the balance of the league. It's good competition, and it's been enjoyable to watch every week. We've watched the Lady Rollers. The game has been always of a really high class, so I guess at the end of the day, anyone that does make it to those playoffs has deserved their spot, but hopefully the Lady Rollers can sneak in there somehow.
Yeah, definitely, and of course it would be remiss of me not to talk about Ariana Mora and how the last few weeks she's been on a triple-double watch, only falling one assist shy of a triple-double last Saturday night against Ipswich Force. She's been in and around that mark for the last 3 weeks, and I'm hopeful that maybe she may be able to tick that one off the list tonight and maybe rack up a triple-double against, I guess you could argue, one of the weaker teams in the league. I'm sure Toowoomba are here, and they're not looking at the record. They're looking at trying to get a W here on the Roller Dome. So
yeah, you hope to always be improving throughout the season, and as it gets to the end, you should be playing your best basketball. So Toowoomba will be hoping to do that. But yeah, Ariana's, man, she's been impressive. Like, probably the only thing that is going to be a blight on her is she does get herself into early foul trouble. As they're introducing the teams right now, but we'll let the court announcer yell into the microphone for a second, eh?
Yeah, there's no mistaking the one and only Joel McGuinness's voice there in the background. Good to see Gold Coast own Tommy Peasley out there refereeing these games. One of the more underrated, I believe, referees in the QBL.
Well, here's a question for you, Drewy. In this age of equal opportunity, why do the women's games only have 2 referees while the men's game have 3?
I would argue that is probably more to do with the availability of referees than anything else. I think
just put any old person out there in a shirt. Let them have a run around.
I'm sure there's a few people in the crowd who've donned the zebra uniform and done their thing.
Experience not necessary.
Yeah, as we're going to stand for the national anthem, guys. All right. So, I guess you could say that it's good that the Lady Rollers get to face one of the weaker teams in Toowoomba in the QBL tonight, and hopefully finish off the regular season with a win, and perhaps that'll put them into the playoffs. I'm not sure how that ladder's looking at the moment or how the playoff system works, but maybe Joel can shed some light on that for us later on.
Is it a points percentage? Like, if the Rollers have a good win tonight, is it just coming down to points percentage of win-loss? Because
that definitely may be the case, too. And hopefully that means, if that is the case, that Cassie Dover's got into her girls and told them, let's go out there and really finish the season with a big win. Obviously, I would believe that the Lady Rollers are heavy favourites given their records, but, you know, never say never. You don't want to take anyone lightly in this competition, and I'm sure the Mountaineers girls are here, and they're here to cause a boil over, and you would not want to see the Lady Rollers go down tonight and potentially cost themselves a playoff spot. So I hope the girls are up for the game. And crossing over to the men, till the cross-promotion men's rollers later on, coming up after this game. They have been in scintillating form. A little concerning to look down on the sideline here and see Kristen Salisic with a crutch. I'm not sure what the story is there.
A pair of crutches.
Perhaps he's rolled an ankle. Perhaps he's just foxing. Who knows?
Bit of gamesmanship. Yeah, it's the first I've heard of it. Not good timing for Christian. He had a great game last week, so yeah, it's unfortunate if it is a serious injury.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated on that one as we're going to get this contest underway. It's starting for the Lady Rollers.
Throw some shade over to the president there. Oh no, he's not in shot. He's not in shot.
Good to see Gold Coast Basketball's own President Jimmy Williams in the house. Starting for the Lady Rollers tonight, we're going to have some usual suspects in Ariana Mora, Jackie Luna Castro.
Well, hang on a second. We've got Christine Obermeyer coming in.
Christine Obermeyer getting the start. It's exciting.
So no Sian Woods tonight.
Yeah, I don't see her suited up on the bench, which is interesting. I didn't know she wasn't going to be here, so that's a breaking development that we'll keep you apprised of. But good to see Christine Obermeyer, who's a very, very capable basketballer out there. And starting for the Mountaineers, we will have Christina King, Hannah Leon, number 11, Demi Skinner. I'm trying to see, number 4 there will be Tracy Tweedale, and number 15, Anita Brown. So as we get things underway here at the Roller Dome, and Gold Coast with the ball. Obermeyer in the corner. Luna Castro's over to Ariana Mora, and that's nothing but the bottom of the net.
Well, there goes Ariana off a set that looked like, there goes Christine Obermeyer with some good defensive pressure there. But yeah, nice opening start for the Rollers there. The offense kind of broke down, but good middle penetration there from Luna Castro to find Morris. A good defensive stop as well, so good start here for the Rollers.
Yeah, very good start for the Lady Rollers. And
off there for Luna Castro. Quick early pull on the trigger. So let's see what Toowoomba have got down on the other end.
Oh, nice little spin move there in the lane.
Christina King showing all the tricks.
Taking a book out of the Ipswich Force from last weekend.
They gave Skinner some room, so.
Yeah, she looked like she had a nice stroke there.
Walmsley not to be outdone. She's going to pick up a foul there on the 3. Cardinal sin.
We got a
foul
foul.
Jump shooters.
Walmsley makes the first. Nice looking 3 throw there. And the second. That was nothing but the bottom of the net, Till. She's been impressive this year for the Lady Rollers too, Walmsley. as we get back underway and we're tied up. Oh, sorry, no, the Rollers in front, 6-5. Oh, good hands there by Ariana Mora. That looks like an interesting matchup, her and then Anita Brown. They look like they're going to go at it in this game. A little strong off the iron there, and the rebound comes down to Toowoomba. Anita Brown back with the ball. Good show there by Luna Castro. Another spin.
Oh, there it goes again. Christina King, she likes that one. I think Luna Castro is doing a pretty good job to move with it, but just a great finish.
That was a great finish, tough finish. As the ball ends up in Ambrose's hands. Ariana Mora from the same spot. And that nets the same result, Till. You cannot leave her open.
Yeah, she's shooting that with a good confidence. Nice extension on the follow through, so good signs for Ariana.
Yeah, very good. Great defense there and just better offense by Anita Brown. She looks like she's going to be a handful for the Lady Rollers. Couldn't really fault Walmsley's defense there. Christine Obermeyer driving hard with the preferred left hand. And can't make the basket. Toowoomba with the ball. Good fast hands there by Ariana Mora.
That's the second time Ariana's got her hand in on that crossover, so it'll start to get into Brown's head, I think. So
yeah, she won't want to cross over in front of her too much in this game. Mora off the high screen. Walmsley exploring up the top. They bumped up the ball into Luna Castro in the post. Nice move. Good inside out game. Ariana Mora can't find the bottom of the net, and Toowoomba rebound the ball. Pushing the ball up the floor.
Oh.
Sarah Ambrose probably a little unlucky there, Till. As we get Carly Patrick checking into the game, and she's going to take out Christine Obermeyer.
Yeah, maybe coached over. Like Carly Patrick has been the consistent sixth man for the Lady Rollers. There's another drive, nice drive there from Anita Brown. So maybe coached over wanted to just keep Carly Patrick as that impact player for the second five. As there goes Ariana with the answer.
Anything you can do, I can do too, honey.
That's what it seems like at this early stage.
Definitely feel like those two are going to go at it tonight here in the Roller Dome. And if you're not down here, guys, you should be, as you're going to miss a couple of great contests down here. Come down and support the cross-promotion Rollers in their quest to get another W in the final regular season game and move into the playoffs with some momentum.
Oh, I think that shot had forward spin on it. Let's watch this one.
Yes, it's not the usual technique, is it, Christina King? But effective nonetheless.
Well, that's it. 2 for 2.
And so halfway through this first quarter, it's the Lady Mountaineers 13, the Lady Rollers 11. As Carly Patrick explores in the baseline, kicks it out to Sarah Ambrose. Bit hard off the back line there, and a big rebound by Christina King, and she'll push the break. Oh, turnover. Walmsley with the ball. Oh, nice little find there. Pass was just a little too hot.
Oh, that was actually, I was a little concerned seeing it leave Walmsley's hand, but it did get all the way to Patrick, just couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, good idea, just didn't quite come off. As we see in the game for Toowoomba, checked in, Crystal Watson has come into the game. Sarah Ambrose there. Just a little too long. Nice block.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, a 1 foot runner doesn't go. Here come the Lady Rollers.
Nice little find inside. Luna Castro exploring. She kicks it out. Ambrose thought about it. Wormsley to the baseline. Gets a block, but gets it back. Good job staying with it there, Till. Susanna Wormsley. Oh, Anita Brown looks like she's got some nice handle.
Oh, there it goes. She loves that behind the back one there. Couldn't get it to drop, though.
That was a tough shot. Carly Patrick driving hard into the lane.
Good take there from Carly Patrick to finish with the left after the contact. So that's what she's in there for. She is that athletic, slashing, cutting driver that the Lady Rollers need, as kind of releases the pressure off Ariana Mora and Luna Castro. When someone needs to create for themselves, Carly Patrick can always do a pretty good job as that one. Takes a couple of looks but bounces out, but it's going to end up in the...
Good effort there by Luna Castro, and Lady Rollers end up with the ball again. We'll have Wormsley inbound from the baseline. Out to Luna Castro at the top of the key, and she... Little pin down there for Wormsley. She finds Carly Patrick, who...
Nice shot, Carly Patrick. Missed the free throw, but I'll get 5 points that play.
Yeah, thank you very much. And that'll do wonders for her when she wants to drive again, because now she's hit a couple. They've got to respect that shot. Toowoomba can't get the reply. And Ariana Morna exploring. Oh, nice little dump to Luna Castro. Oh.
How about that pass, big dog?
Little.
Something out of your trick bag.
I think that's a good timeout by the Toowoomba coach. I think this first quarter is threatening to blow wide open as Lady Rollers start to get out of second gear. And I think it's a very good timeout there by the Toowoomba Mountaineers coach. They look a little one out on offense, and Lady Rollers just getting some open shots. They need to shore up the defense if you're Toowoomba.
Well, they play with such freedom, the Lady Rollers, that the more the game opens up, it does favour them, as they always have 5 scoring threats on the court, whether it's Wormsley hitting threes, although we are missing Sian Woods, who has been dead on from behind the arc of late, and although now we're getting to see Nia Morris, my apologies.
Morris, yeah, coming into the game. She definitely likes to bomb away from the land of plenty.
Yeah, I'd like to see if she can get a couple to go here and really get a nice stretch of court time and see what she can do.
Yeah, and I think that could be a good little sidebar to this game if the Lady Rollers can really blow this out and get some of their bench girls in and get them some run before the playoffs start. That will do really well for Coach Stover and her team. Christina King a little out of control there. Ariana Morris splits the double off the pick. That was nice. And we'll have a Gold Coast ball from the sidelines. As Ariana Mora gets the ball. Screen and roll with Luna Castro. She thought about that three. Carly Patrick exploring off the pick. Oh. And I guess the bank is open on a Saturday night, too.
Well, that just comes down to coming off there with the right intent. Even though she put a little bit too much on it, she shot the ball. Oh. I thought that was clean, but it's going to be caught on Mora. Yeah, what I was saying about Carly Patrick is just coming off there ready to shoot. Allows you to go into your motion and at least give the shot a chance. She had a good challenge there, but still able to knock it down.
So that'll send Anita Brown to the line, and the first one to rim out. Lady Rollers holding a 7-point advantage at the moment. Anita Brown makes the second. Make that a 6-point advantage now. And this has been an enthralling battle so far. Ariana Mora and Anita Brown. Nice little bounce pass there. Nia Morris finds Carly Patrick in the corner. Oh.
Nice shot from Carly Patrick. Had a couple of looks at jumping out there, but just sat on the rim and fell down.
Carly Patrick looks like she might be in for a big night. And oh,
that might have come off the shot clock, mate. Play on.
Yeah, Christina King couldn't quite get the roll there. They find Carly Patrick. She drives. Oh, smart little tip out though. A little strong on that layup, but tipped it out to her teammate.
Oh.
And the Mountaineers are going to be called for another foul. So with 1:41 to go here, Rollers holding a 9-point advantage against Toowoomba. Good defense there. Toowoomba come up with a steal. Anita Brown, little step through.
Gets her own rebound against the two bigs as well, so nice job from Brown to stay with
Demi
us.
Skinner exploring. And does that put the Rollers in the bonus? I believe it does still.
Yeah, those hurt. A long way from the hoop. Walk all the way down the other end and give up a couple of free throws. So off a nice steal too on the inbound from Despena Dickerson.
Carly Patrick a little strong on the first. And again with the second, just a little bit too much on that. So it's been an entertaining first quarter. Christina King, it looks like the scouting report on her is that Luna Castro is going to step off her and give her a shot. As Luna Castro steps into a little jumper. Ariana Mora with a big rebound. Nia Morris off the back line there. And
they're the ones you want to see go down for Nia Morris.
Definitely.
Good pass or good find there from. Oh, okay. This is a second foul or more. I don't. Called the just right in the hip.
And it looks like she's going to come out, Tilb. So Christine Obermeyer back into the game, and checking into the game for the first time for Carly Patrick, we'll have Chanel Tolley. So Anita Brown at the line. She makes the first.
Yeah, Toowoomba have done well here to stem the tide.
Definitely. A little bit of pseudo pressure up the floor there by the Mountaineers. Chanel Tolley exploring with the ball. Good drive and kick out to Christine Obermeyer. A little strong off the front iron there. And with 30 seconds to go in this first quarter, Lady Rollers 23, Toowoomba Mountaineers 16. Anita Brown, it's been a steady diet of Anita Brown for the Mountaineers. She looks like she's going to be someone the Lady Rollers really have to look out for.
Yeah, 9 seconds here, so let's see what the Lady Rollers have got.
Inbound the ball.
And in the bonus, so that hurts for the Mountaineers.
Oh, you've got a feel for the Mountaineers there.
I think there was at least 0.2 of a second left on the clock as that foul happened. The referee saying stay on the court, so
Yeah, so Chanel Tolley's going to shoot a couple with the Rollers being in the bonus. And that's a double whammy for Toowoomba there because Anita Brown picking up another foul. We do not want her getting in foul trouble for Mountaineers. So Chanel Tolley to the line to see if we can end off this first quarter and put the Rollers up 10, 9, sorry, I should say. Anita Brown coming out, checking into the game is Tracy Tweedle.
Yeah, no chances taken there with Anita Brown. I think they are playing around the clock here, but I think there's only about half a second left to go here in the quarter. And they should have been on offense, so.
Oh, looks.
What do we got? We're going to give them a second.
Looks like they're going to reset the clock to us 1 second, is it?
They don't want to go too far. Oh, point two.
Point two. You can get a shot off in point two, Toowoomba.
Wait. Give me point one and I'll do my best.
Chanel Tolley, a little strong on the back line there. Can't make the first. Solid first quarter for the Lady Rollers. She makes the adjustment, puts the second in, and that'll do it for our first quarter here at the Roller Dome. Sees the Gold Coast cross promotion Lady Rollers 24, Toowoomba Mountaineers 16. And you like what you see from the Rollers here in that first quarter, Till?
Yeah, well, Carly Patrick came out and she's probably put 8 points on the board already, a couple of threes, and it's probably more than that actually. So, yeah, good injection into the game off the bench. And Ariana Mora, she's doing her things. Unfortunate for her to pick up that second foul late in the quarter. And Luna Castro, she's still yet to get going, and I guess that's the good thing for the Lady Rollers. She carried the weight early on in the season, and to see now that the rest of the team is like having them up by 8 without any offense really from Luna Castro. So yeah, good stuff for the good start for the Lady Rollers. Definitely build on it. Slow down Christina King and Anita Brown at the other end.
I think we'll be in good shape.
Clean up the glass and it should be pretty right.
I think that'll be in a similar vein to the men's Rollers game last week, where at halftime our superstar import Spencer Parker only had 2 points, and the men's Rollers were well in command of that game, and he ended with 22. But it's a good sign when one of your star players has a bit of an off half and you can still be well in front and end up winning the game comfortably. And it was good to see the Roller boys go on and kick on and win that game by 35 plus. So that's something we haven't seen from them all year. And that's a very good sign as we head into this last regular season round and into the playoffs. So we start the second quarter here in the Roller Dome with the Lady Rollers leading by 8. And it's been a pretty good performance so far. Carly Patrick probably the standout so far in that first quarter.
So it's, I guess, an interesting, a little extra step there. But normally the backup point guard is Sian Woods. She isn't here tonight, so I guess responsibility is going to fall to either Obermeyer or maybe Chanel Tolley. Oh, there goes that spin move. Can't get that to go. Good rebound from Tolley, and she is protecting her space there. And Toowoomba coach has a little bit to say to the refs, and he's promptly told to zip it. Well, that's it here. So Obermeyer with the duties. Bit of extended pressure, moving her feet well as.
Yeah, it's probably Christine being a lefty. Finds Nia Morris open on the 45.
Nice.
That was a nice looking shot. That never looked like it was going to miss. We were right behind that, Till.
Yeah, that was a nice arc on that one. Here goes that Lady Rollers defense that they've come to pin their coats on. Do they wear coats? It is winter. Oh, look at that. There is that's like Ben Simmons defense.
Yeah, that's a very, Nia Morris.
Woo! That's what I mean. She just like Nia Morris, once she gets cooking, she has no conscience, and that net is going to get torn to bits, I think, if she can really loosen up those shoulders.
Interesting, Lady Rollers extending the pressure up the floor, and I think that's definitely been their MO. As we see the one and only Thalo Green is going to come and join us in the commentary box. Thalo, how you doing tonight, mate? You good?
Doing good.
We'll see if we can get a quick word with Thalo Green. It's been a very, very good season for you guys so far, particularly yourself. Good to see you out there, still running around out there. How you feeling, mate?
A little bit of Vital Greens and bone broth, mate. Does the body good. Yeah, the old, Minicello was raving about it years back, so I thought I'd give it a try.
Yeah, no, we've loved sitting up here and watching you play, Thalo, this year. It's been... Yeah.
Fair few court burns, but I'm on a dry spell on the drawing a charge. I think it's two games now. I had a good streak going. Got the last couple games, but a few other guys have stepped up, which is good. Nah, it's just a bit of personal pride, Tilby. Got to show all these young bloods how to play help side defense.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure...
When you draw a charge and get dunked on and keep drawing charges, that just goes to show that it's all about drawing charges, mate.
I was about to say, I'm sure Baron Davis hates the fact that play was a charge and not a highlight. But so obviously Toowoomba tonight, Thalo, one of the weaker teams in the competition, but not someone you want to take lightly.
Always dangerous games, these types of things, especially. We had a similar situation with the rip coming down. I think we counted our chickens, and nothing hatched for us that night, except for a loss in overtime. And
maybe that might be a good thing. Good wake-up call. Christine Obermeyer with the right hand. Chanel Tolley working hard. And,
tonight's just taking care of business, working on the stuff that we need to be working on, and protecting our home court with our defensive principles.
Yeah, what's up with Christian? We see him
so he's
sporting a crutch or pair of crutches there.
Rolled his ankle in training on Thursday night. It's flared up a little bit, so with having that, it's the good fortune of having a deep bench and solidifying your playoff position going in the last couple rounds, that we can put him on ice. Literally and metaphorically.
Don't mind the pun.
Let him rest up for next week.
Are we going to see Petrie back before the end of the season?
Oh, I've been giving him the old nudge about getting some bone broth into him, so hopefully he's been,
well, surely
mixing up some personal elixirs himself.
Yeah, I think you need to tell him that you're the old man of the team, and you're still out there.
Might try and get him down to Riggs recovery, and you like that plug, Riggs? Great spot. And get him into that hyperbaric chamber, see if that thing can heal faster.
Oh, well, there you go, guys. It's great to have the one and only Thalo Green in the commentary box with us. Good luck tonight, Thalo, as we get back to the action here. And the Lady Rollers holding a commanding 15-point lead here, too.
Yeah, Carly Patrick's still cooking out there, hitting more threes.
Yeah, she looks like she's in for a big game. Little 2-3 zone action off the out of bounds. And Toowoomba looking a little lost here on this possession. Little spin move.
Good take. But
nice take there by Demi Skinner. She did all the hard work, just couldn't get the roll. Oh, Anita Brown.
Yeah, Obermeyer did well on the first drive there from Brown, but just stuck her hip out there and she picked up the foul, so Toowoomba get another go here. Doing a good job on the offensive glass also, Toowoomba.
Yeah, they definitely are. Looks like Christina King's a bit of a handful. Oh.
Yeah, that's good defense. I thought that's one you could have let go and just reward good offense along with it.
I think Christina King's probably got a case there to feel a little hard done by. You see Chanel Tolley rolling the hoop. Carly Patrick.
Oh.
We'll talk about offensive rebound. Chanel Tolley's got 3 on this possession alone. Still can't get the roll. Lady Rollers come back up with it. They go back into a nice little spin.
Yeah, court announcer John McGuinness summed that up perfectly with perseverance. That's exactly what that was. Not giving up on that play. Chanel Tolley. She's going to get a couple of freebies at the line.
Well, that's a hallmark of her game, isn't it? Not just constantly active on the glass, you know, running the floor hard. And she makes both those free throws. And so we've got ourselves a 17-point game here till halfway through the second quarter. And it's looking like things could get really out of hand for Toowoomba if they're not careful. This Lady Rollers offense is definitely potent, and they can put up some numbers quick. As Luna Castro sags off Christina King again, but Anita Brown doing a Chanel Tolley there and getting a rebound.
Yeah, well, Toowoomba aren't doing too many things wrong, really. It's just that the Lady Rollers just make them pay. And that's another great find there from Castro. Carly Patrick all alone, forcing a timeout here with 4:58 to go. Toowoomba Mountaineers want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's getting ugly here at the Roller Dome on a Saturday night. Obviously, a massive shout out going out to all our amazing sponsors that help get this QBL program off the ground and make it what it is. Obviously, Cross Promotions, the naming rights sponsor of the Gold Coast Rollers. Big shout out going out to Billy Cross and all the crew for their continued support of Gold Coast Basketball. QScan Radiology Clinics, QEM, MG Southport, Dick Foss Dunn Chartered Accountants, Legasics, makers of fine jewelry here on the Gold Coast. Sony obviously coming on board this year. Dave and all the guys at Sony providing the amazing equipment that allows us to do this stream. You know, Prestige Group and the Apex Agency, and of course all the wonderful Gold Coast basketball clubs, Pat Pines Panthers, Varsity Vipers, who are incidentally the host of the game tonight, Celtics, the Heat, Unite Basketball, all the wonderful sponsors of Gold Coast Basketball. Thank you for your continued support. As we resume the second quarter here, Lady Rollers in command, leading 40-21, and Toowoomba definitely have their work cut out for them till even down Shaun Woods. The Lady Rollers looking quite devastating. And that's obviously the scout on Christina King. They're going to sag right off her and let her shoot. And that's as much of a mental game, isn't it, Toowoomba, as anything else?
Well, that's what happens. This gets in your head. But nice possession there. Just forcing the 5-second count on the Toowoomba Mountaineers. So good work. Lady Rollers always show the zone off that baseline just to mix things up, but Toowoomba couldn't get a release out of that. So good job by the Lady Rollers.
Yeah, great defense there by the Lady Rollers, forcing the 5-second call. Turnover.
Yeah, not really what the coach wanted after a timeout.
No, definitely not. But credit the Lady Rollers defense there. That was good defense by the girls. They committed to defending, and nice little pick and roll action. Chanel Tolley a tough catch, Till.
Yeah, good catch and great pass. Turned without a dribble and a nice one off the glass. So Chanel Tolley, she is a nightmare to guard. She's ultra aggressive. So you have to be on your game. As there goes a nice three straight down the middle from Demi Skinner.
Demi Skinner. She's hit 2 threes now. That she's got a nice looking stroke, and she's probably been a bit unlucky with a couple of her drives too. She's definitely someone the Lady Rollers need to keep an eye on. As Walmsley measures one from the land of plenty, can't get the roll, and Toowoomba come up with a rebound. And Anita Brown exploring on the break. Chanel Tolley doing a great job there. Staying with Anita Brown and not giving her anything easy. Foul. It's going to go on Carly Patrick there.
Yeah, so foul was on the catch there, so it's going to be a baseline ball. Unlucky for Christina King, because that one did go through.
Yeah, she's just searching for one to go down.
You got to get your arms out of the way there.
Chanel Tolley just got caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah, it's going to force a timeout from Dover. Both teams now in the bonus, or one foul off it.
One foul off it, yeah. And yeah, good little rip through there from Anita Brown. She's still being aggressive for the Toowoomba Mountaineers, and that's definitely what they need from her. No doubt about it.
This is that stretch though for Dover where she hasn't played more of this entire second quarter. It's now 6 minutes into it. So whether it's just the case that we're up by 20, let's see what the other girls can do, or
I think it's a case of maybe getting some chemistry for your bench, because you never know what could happen leading into the playoffs. I mean, obviously Sian Wood's not here tonight, and one or two of your main players get in foul trouble and you're calling off someone off the bench who might not have played a whole lot. So this could be a good game for the Lady Rollers to get some minutes with some of those, the 8th, 9th and 10th girls, and really shore up the depth. It's nice to see Nia Morris out there hitting a few shots. Chanel Tolley obviously playing the way she plays. And, like we said before, Carly Patrick's definitely been the standout tonight for the Lady Rollers. So we're back here, 3:39 to go, second quarter. Toowoomba inbounding the ball from the baseline. And they get the ball in the corner to Anita Brown. A little strong over the back line, but Christina King with the offensive rebound. And she'll go to the line looking to... Did that go in?
Yeah, this is for an and one here.
Yeah, looking to make three the old-fashioned way. I don't think the scoreboard... So it's 42-27, Lady Rollers in command here in the Roller Dome. Good to see Lauren Ashley out there as well, getting some minutes. Another lefty. This Lady Rollers squad is littered with them. Little kick out, Walmsley. Sarah Ambrose along the baseline. And you know who comes up with the ball. I'll tell you what, Till, if you're Cassie Dover, you are loving what Chanel Tolley's giving you.
Yeah, nothing better than creating another opportunity. Doesn't always have to be anything special, just crash that O glass. And it's working right now for Tolley.
Yeah, she's just out working all the other girls out on the floor. And it's a credit to her.
She's got a nice arc on those free throws.
Yeah, she makes both. And that'll push the lead back out to 17. As Toowoomba, you got to credit the Lady Rollers defense. 27 points, 2 minutes 50 to go before the half. sure Cassie Dover would be very happy with that. Skinner exploring with a runner, can't get the roll, and Sarah Ambrose comes down with a rebound. A little too hot for Nia Morris on that pass. She hands it off to Chanel Tolley and sees part. She just rolls down the lane, can't get the roll. Anita Brown with a big rebound. She's going to take them on. And Georgia Bolton working hard for Toowoomba, but unfortunately she stepped out of bounds.
I think that was Despina Dickerson, number 7.
Oh, sorry, yes, you are right.
But yeah, staying with it, just must have caught the baseline there. So Ariana back in to finish out the half.
Tolley's going to take a rest. And
yeah, just extending the arm on the drive there, Nia Morris, and she's going to get called for an offensive foul.
yeah, she definitely, that was a good call by Tommy Peasley. A little bit too exuberant with that off arm. And unfortunately an offensive foul there, but good to see Nia Morris being aggressive. As we've got 2 minutes to go here in this second quarter before the half. Lady Rollers well in command here as Skinner steps back hard off the front iron. Big rebound by Nia Morris. And there's a foul on the rebound. Number 8. That is Georgia Bolton. And they're going to walk the other end of the floor. We'll have Nia Morris shooting 2. So at halftime, Till, if you're coached over, what are you saying to your team? What are you addressing? You want to obviously keep the girls engaged. Make sure that they finish out this game the right way.
Yeah, Toowoomba are definitely a presence on the O-glass, picking up the foul there. So it's probably one area they could work on, just finding that body box out. As we
Morris can't make the first. Or the second. Toowoomba get the rebound. Anita Brown exploring. Debbie Skinner step back from the top of the key, off the back iron, and Toowoomba run down the rebound. They feed inside to Debbie Skinner. She's got a little turnaround jumper. That's good. Good to see Skinner and the Mountaineers still being aggressive, still fighting. Ariana Mora exploring off that high pick and roll. She finds Luna Castro wide open. And that's definitely not what you want to do, leave Jackie Luna Castro open. Great find there by Ariana Mora. That's a nice shot, looking shot. Fast hands, and Wormsley almost gets to the ball. But Despina Dickerson doing a great job there. Getting on the floor, getting after it. We've got a tie up. And it looks like it'll be a Rollers ball with 55 seconds left here in this first half. Of course, coming up after this ladies game, we've got the men's game. The cross-promotion men's Rollers taking on the Toowoomba Mountaineers. It's a dangerous game for the Rollers men. They want to finish out the regular season in the right way and head into the playoffs with some good momentum as they find Nia Morris on the 45. And that was nothing but the bottom. That's her third 3. Nita Brown just giving Ariana Mora a little cheeky, don't argue there.
Yeah, second. This is a good showing here for Nia Morris. Had, I think, 3 threes all in the same spot, and that third one was nothing but net too. So
yeah, that was a nice looking shot and a good find. Good extra pass there by Jackie Luna Castro.
Yeah, well, she'd just hit one, so she was probably feeling herself too. So it was, I think what makes this Lady Rollers team so dynamic is the fact that they're all a threat, but they're all happy to make that extra pass and get a better shot.
It's definitely been a staple of the Lady Rollers season, has been the teamwork and the passing, and we talked about that with Ariana Mora last week, and she was very, very upbeat about the Lady Rollers' chances and how much she loves playing with this team, as we see her exploring a little hard off the back iron. Despina Dickinson comes away with it, gets it out to Anita Brown, nice little rip through, and it was waved off. She didn't quite get it off, and so at halftime, till Lady Rollers 50 leading the Toowoomba Mountaineers girls 31, and you would think that based on that half till that the Lady Rollers will go on and run away with this game.
Well, I'm no mathematician, but are we on line for 100 here?
I think we are. That Narang High School education is doing you well.
I did not go to Narang High School. How dare you?
And obviously, this stream could not be brought to you without the support of all our wonderful sponsors, particularly Cross Promotions, Billy Cross and Jackie Cross, and all the team at Cross Promotions out there helping make Gold Coast basketball a better place and a better program. Q-Scan Radiology Clinics coming on board. Big shout out to Hal Rice and Letitia de Villiers. QEM, MG Southport, Legasics, makers of fine jewellery, Dick Foster Unchartered Accountants, local ICT, and all the other wonderful sponsors that help make this program what it is. Big shout out going out to Never Ever Studios, Dwayne and the guys down there. And of course, the one and only Sony coming on board this year with Big Dave Finley, former Gold Coast basketball stalwart for the Warriors back in the day. And of course the Rollers, good to see him in the house, and a few of the other old Gold Coast Rollers, men's and girls, come in and support their crew. Rollers, Lady Rollers 50, Toowoomba Mountaineers 31. We'll be back with the second half shortly.